They had me paranoid last week that you three were in an alliance. And then they kept asking me, bring me up here. So what do you think about Jerry? What do you think he's doing? What do you think? Why do you think he's out there with them? What do you think? What do you think about that? And I'm like, I think it's kind of odd. Jerry doesn't normally go out there. Yeah, well,
I thought that was weird. You know what I mean? Because
why did they say something to you?
no, I'm saying no. I mean, I heard that same thing. Like, oh, you know, are you in alliance with Jerry Memphis? I'm like, no. Okay, number one, I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you mean, but it's like,
so they tried to instead of being like, oh, it's a guy, a girl thing. We have to stick together. We got to stick together. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you want to do a girl thing, and so it's us three girls, but it's really you two. And, like, I'm dumb to think that one of you two would,
right.
You know, that's just like, if you guys are in something together, who do you think is going to be, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know I got your back. I've had your back even after everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that you should know that I have your back. And I'm not putting you up next week, so that's what I got to tell you. And, you know, it's tough because, like, you're not doing HOH, but know that I have your back. And I'm sure Ali's got your back. Yeah. And whatever happens with Jerry, whatever, or whoever goes, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure you could probably get him to have your back.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I'm sure, like, because I don't think the meeting's tomorrow. I'm sure my door will be, you know,
out
of control tomorrow.
Yeah. So, but okay. So you want me to talk to Ali?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just say.
What should I say? Like.
Just ask him.
Just ask him. Dan told me to talk to you.
Yeah.
And he'll understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I mean.
I don't know if I won't do it tonight because you two have to be kind of alone. You know?
Well, I think he's sleeping anyway.
Yeah.
But I just wanted you to know that, you know, if sometimes you feel like that, because I feel like sometimes I'm alone in here and you just don't know who to trust. And when you're up here, people tell you everything and anything, and then guess what? The door's going to stop.
The next week, I mean, I'm
people
screwed.
People stop knocking. Right after that POV ceremony's done, they're done with you.
Yeah.
On to the next. Who's next? You know, and it's like, you know, I just don't want to see that, you know, because you are a nice person and everything, so, and this game is brutal. It really is brutal. And I'm sure you're not stupid. I'm sure you know and see what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then, you know, I'm hearing that she's saying this, that, and the other, and then 2 minutes later she had just said something different to me, so it's just, I don't know. Making up stuff and doing stuff like that is, to me, is a little bit different than, you know, I don't know. I just want you to be careful.
No.
Especially when there's a twosome. I mean, they were so adamant to get out April and Ali because they're twosome. Well, what are they? You know, and I believe some people are riding coattails. You know, I just got word on the street, which is another thing. I'm not going to don't say anything because you're the only person telling us right now. Word on the streets is that some people aren't winning HOH because they are just riding coattails.
Right.
I don't know who or if that's true, but they know that they're, you know, riding safe and other people do the stuff for them.
Right.
And that's another thing that I got wind of. And I don't think that that's hearsay. So, you know, I mean, if you got somebody that you know that's going to keep you safe, why not let them do this stuff? And, you know, it's like, if you don't win HOH, for me, it's like, you could be gone that next week. And I know it's good. It's next week. I mean, I didn't even make deals with anybody. I wasn't even thinking like that.
Yeah.
You know? And luckily, I made out. But know that I have your back and Ali has your back. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. And if you don't think that he wants that HOH bad, because I had the same thing where, April, and I mean, up there, and it just didn't work out for me that week, and the next week I got it, and I want one bad again, that.
Yeah.
So, if it makes you feel any better,
No,
I want you to know that.
No, it does.
Because this is not like, our first day talking. It's been since about day 1, day 2.
Right.
But it's good to hear it, just to be reassured of decisions you're making, because you have to make them for yourself. Remember that.
Yeah.
And think about it. You're like me, lovable, and everyone thinks you're nice. And if you think about it, they're not going to want to take you or me to the end. But they tell us that. But would they really want to go against, say, you or say me? There'd be a difference if, say, you and me were at the end, because everyone both likes us, or they both hate us. It's like equal. But when somebody has done a lot of bad stuff to a lot of people in the house,
that's not to think about.
That's what you got to think about. Really think about it.
It's just hard, because you don't want to make the mistake that, you just don't want to make a mistake that's, my biggest thing is, like, if I make a decision and it ends up being the wrong one, am I going to think, oh, I could have done this, and, I would have lasted a week longer. You know what I mean? And that's
why, right, like, that if I tell you that I'm not going to do anything, I didn't even have to do anything until a couple weeks before. And if people are riding coattails, how are they gonna help you? You do all the dirty work for them. It's like, maybe you got to do something for yourself. And you did that. You told me you did that for Jesse. So it's not like you're not smart to do stuff like that.
No.
Maybe it's like one of those things. Got to do something to show them that, hey, I'm not joking around.
Yeah.
But I really don't. I don't know where what you're thinking. And I was just trying to come up here to tell you, I don't want to be put on.
No, I appreciate that. Like I said, talk to Ali, tomorrow, and
I'll go now because I know you're probably sleepy.
But I appreciate you coming up. Thanks for the
I just didn't know if I was like, maybe he doesn't want to talk to me or.
No. It's been a long day, but I'm glad you came up.
Okay.
Good night, Michelle.
Good night.